What's going on, everybody? Mr. Influenced here, back at it again with another video back to back. If you just watched the last video I literally uploaded a few minutes ago, I linked this webinar and I decided to just go through it and watch it with you guys. So this video is just gonna be the full webinar. I haven't watched this one yet, and it's gonna answer a lot of questions. So sit back, relax, and let's watch this together. I'll just pause it every once in a while to whenever there's like a topic that I like. And yeah, if you guys have other questions for this, for the CEO, then comment below at the end of the video. Make sure it hasn't been answered already, so we could get an interview going for the CEO. Okay.
Alright, well, Sunerok is online, but he needs a couple minutes. I think he's just getting everything set up, like video and mic.
Oh, by the way, guys, you guys have 4 days and 11 hours to still receive a 50% bonus. If it wasn't for this bonus, I wouldn't have this much coins right now. This coin, all these coins without this bonus is worth 3.5 Bitcoin, as you can see.
Hey Nick,
I would get an extra 5.2k coins right now. So if you guys are looking to get into this ICO, make sure you get in within 4 days and 11 hours to get the best out of your buck.
we'll have record of it.
Now let's get back to the video.
So just submit it. We'll get it done. We've about 4 or 5 people right now from all over the world. One in Romania that we decided today with the dev. And about 4 or 5 actually in Costa Rica that are helping out with filing support. So we'll go through all the process, make sure everything's okay. Even if transactions are processed till tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern time, all of that will be processed as long as everybody follows the instructions on how to actually purchase everything, as well as yes, we all want to see Sunerok. I know. I think you guys are kind of tired of me already from seeing all the videos. So. Oh, you're talking about the coins in your wallet. Yeah, so once we finish the token sale, we will start showing whatever's on your dashboard. We'll send it to your wallet. You have to upload your wallet address. You have to go to the wallet in your dashboard and put it there. And then once there, then you'll be able to you'll receive your coins. Okay. Your status pending for the first hour, very normal. It takes about 24 to 48 hours to confirm everything. We do like this triple confirmation stuff. I think this conversation really is about, Cody's asking about more about technology, about TokenPay, and also stuff about Verge. We're gonna cap it about 30 to 45 minutes, because if not, we'll take forever.
TokenPay hats coming soon? Come on, say something. Actually, I'm gonna put my phone's charged.
Yes, you will still receive the 100%, even if it takes 20 hours, as long as it's submitted before tomorrow 10 a.m. Okay. Aiden, you want to ask about some apparel? Actually, this hoodie is actually a TokenPay hoodie. I've been keep on wearing it because I thought the camera would pick it up, but it is a TokenPay hoodie and the hat. So yeah, we'll probably launch the store soon. We're not there yet. We still have a lot of other stuff to do. Yeah, thanks. Paper Wallet should be ready soon. We'll be launching it within a week or two. We're also gonna have a nice fresh update on the desktop wallet to change a little things of the user interface. A little few things I didn't like, and so we're gonna change it up. So we'll keep everybody posted. We like providing updates to everybody. The more updates, I think, the better for everybody. I don't think he's on stealth mode. Yes.
Look at this crumbly shirt. Oh, by the way, guys, let me hold on.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna try to upgrade our zoom because it seems like we're already capped at 100. Let's see. Bear with me. Sorry about that, guys.
Guys, let me know what you guys think of these influenced hoodies. This is like a salmon color. I have a coffee stain on it, but I made this myself. And if you guys are interested in this, I will try getting them as like best quality and as cheap as possible. And I don't want to make any profit on it. But if you guys want to be in Team Influenced, these are the hoodies we're gonna be rocking. So I'm gonna get hats, shirts, all that good stuff. We'll have my YouTube on the back. We'll have our Facebook page, Influence Traders, on the back. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys would cop, if you guys wouldn't cop, or if I should make them nicer. But yeah, this is a movement, Team Influence. We're all gonna get rich together. At least that's the goal. And yeah, we're gonna try our best to all make tons of profit while the market is still growing. I think we hit like 550 billion market cap today. That's insane. Our whole market is still so early, but it's growing faster and faster. So you guys cannot be missing out. You guys have to get in, make your profits, so you guys can be ready for the big rise when this thing really booms. Not just TokenPay.
Okay, we're gonna get started. So we have Sunerok there.
Sunerok is the lead developer of Verge, by the way.
Spotlight video because I think everybody's sick and tired of looking at me. So we'll put him there. I'm gonna
this is the lead developer for Verge right here.
You can unmute yourself. No, I can do it for you. I'll do it for you. There you go. There you go. You there? Yeah, sorry about that. I'm the admin. Keep on forgetting that. All right. Thanks for passing by.
Yeah, of course.
Did it?
How's everybody doing?
Good. Yeah, so I think what we want to do is, I guess, just talk a little bit about some of the TokenPay features, and then on the tech side, all technical, no other stuff. Just really want to stick on that. I think we've talked a lot about, or at least I've talked a lot about the other stuff, aspects of TokenPay. And then we'll open it up to questions. We'll cap this at about 40 something minutes. We'll finish at about 4:50 more or less, since we're about 8 minutes delayed. I didn't know this was capped at 100. I'm really sorry, but we'll record it and share it to everybody. So this is probably the most popular one so far. So all right. Yeah, I think people want to know more about the tech itself, and kind of how it works, and what makes it so special and different.
Sure. First, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah. Great.
Okay, good. So I guess I'll touch on some of the features of TokenPay. TokenPay has Tor built in, which a lot of you know is an IP obfuscation network. Basically, your IP address becomes an onion address, and your data is directed through the Tor network. So basically, you're constantly changing the computers that your information is going through from point A to point B. In between is a series of computers that are constantly changing and sending your data through encrypted onions. So that's the Tor side of things. Then we have ring signatures, or ring CT, which stands for ring confidential transactions. Those are essentially transactions where the amounts are obfuscated, where you have the option of saying you can't look up the information for a transaction, or at least somebody from the outside. That's only possible if you are the transaction holder, or if you share that information with somebody. Then we have zero knowledge proofs, which are essentially a mathematical way of verifying something without actually having to look at the information itself, which sounds really confusing to a lot of people. It's essentially taking someone's word for it, but mathematically proven. So basically, it's like the verification process doesn't actually get the details of the information. It just gets a formula essentially that it verifies. So it's basically it's without knowledge, it's able to prove the functionality. There's a lot of papers written on it. Actually, I'll share some in the chat if anybody's actually interested in diving into the very deep technical aspects of it.
When we were looking at zero knowledge proof itself, we liked the fact that it was pretty good technology. I mean, I read the original white papers of the people who made it. And it's just pretty interesting, the whole concept of it. It's like finding out somebody that knows the key without asking them or getting a hint that it is the key, right?
Right. Yeah. Without divulging any of the specifics of the transaction itself, it's able to verify that it is authentic. What is the difference between Verge and TokenPay? Verge concentrates more on IP obfuscation techniques, where TokenPay has more of a focus on being able to hide transactions themselves. The role of Sunerok. I essentially am a blockchain auditor. I've been a blockchain consultant now for years, as a lot of you know already that I've been a developer in crypto now for going on over 5 years.
Very hard to find
which
developers
feels like 20.
this.
The price of TokenPay. What is it? $2 and change, I think.
Yeah, it's right now $2.50 with the bonus, and about five-ish without it. So. Let's just stick to the tech stuff. So any other questions?
Security of the chain. Could there be a glitch? Is the code open source? Yes, the code is open source. It's based on Bitcoin, and as far as I'm concerned, there are no security vulnerabilities with the blockchain at all. However, it could be. If somebody were to try to expand on it themselves and build their own services from it, then you know that person, sure, they could make mistakes. But as far as like the core wallets that are being downloaded now by people, there's no security vulnerabilities in those. And as far as a glitch, no, there really can't be a glitch. When will it be launched? What is that, end of January, Derek?
Yeah, that's correct.
See. Could someone adding on screw up the core malware? I'm not really sure I understand the question. If a new update were to be put into the source code, is it possible that somebody could mess something up? Sure, but I don't think anybody's going to rush to add anything to the source code without double checking it, triple checking it. Especially running it on a test net first. Responsible developers and teams always test information and new updates to the source code before they just go ahead and push them. Is this another kind of crypto like Bitcoin? Similar in the sense that there's a blockchain and that there's coins, but I wouldn't say it has very much in common with Bitcoin. It's a lot faster. The transactions take only 10% of the amount of time that Bitcoin does on a good day. I don't know about you guys, but the last transaction I sent or was waiting to receive in Bitcoin took me 49 hours before I received it, which is kind of crazy.
And that's why we've been having such a hard time with all the delays of all the stuff for even us. I was like,
oh yeah, around the entire crypto sphere right now, it's just been killing everybody. You know, I'm glad that it only took me 49 hours, because I've heard other people waiting over a week. The main use of TokenPay. I mean, I guess Derek can better explain that than myself. I'm just here to talk about the technical aspects.
mm-hmm.
I'm not here to talk about Wraith and Verge. That'll be coming soon. You can talk about that in the Verge channels.
In regards to, yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, yeah, Nick, you can use TokenPay to accept it on your site. I mean, that's what crypto is all about. You know, when people say, what is the use of it? Anything that you want to accept a payment with, you know. I think a lot of businesses are starting to switch over and accepting crypto payments, especially outside of Bitcoin, because, you know, outside of Bitcoin, we have a whole new generation of coins that are much faster and essentially better. Can we withdraw tokens in Bitcoins? I'm not sure what that means.
Yeah, in order to do that, you have to get it all through the exchange. So you need to have an exchange to do any type of conversion from one to the other. Good question. What type of issues do you look at when you audit a blockchain?
All kinds of issues. One of the first and foremost, obviously, would be personal information leaking. You know, I verify that the client itself is not leaking any of the user's information. For instance, when I'm running the client, I make sure that my actual physical home IP address is not being broadcast anywhere. That's one of the first things I look at. You know, to make sure that it maintains its integrity, you know, as a privacy-based application. And if it leaks your IP address, it's not private. So I didn't find any issues in TokenPay, and I wouldn't expect that any will come about. So yeah, that's a good question. That's usually the number one issue I look for, is to make sure that it's not breaking its integrity, and making sure that it's not leaking any of my data. Should you use a VPN? VPNs are really more psychological protection than they are physical. Any VPN that's not in Sweden, first of all, does keep logs of all of the users anyway, and they will give up any user upon request. So a VPN isn't really much different than your home internet. Your home internet's not going to just hand over your information without a subpoena. A VPN's not going to hand over your information without a subpoena, but both will hand over your information. Which is why I'm more of a fan of you know, peer-to-peer open source networks like Tor Project and I2P. How many transactions per minute? Well, there's 2 megabyte blocks and 1 megabyte or one minute block time. So 20 times the amount that Bitcoin can handle, which is 3,000 transactions every 10 minutes. So with TokenPay, you'd have 6,000 transactions possible every minute, which would break down to 600 transactions per second. Does that sound right?
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
Before crypto, I was a network security professional. I ran my own company. I still actually do. I have a bunch of clients on retainer. I just don't take any. I haven't taken on any new clients in a couple of years because I've just been so busy with crypto. But yeah, I mean, I did network security for a very long time, and I take user privacy very seriously, as I'm sure some of you know. The desktop wallet will start syncing as soon as the guys kick off the blockchain and start moving it. So right now it's normal if your client says it's not in sync.
Oh, okay, that
it
answers
shouldn't
my
be in sync.
question. Okay. Nice.
So yeah, you'll see it automatically sync as soon as the guys start the blockchain up.
How many transactions do banks make per minute? I don't know the actual answer to that. It's actually through the processor, network processors like Visa, MasterCard. The issue is not so much how fast they transact, it's settlement times, how long it takes for these payments to settle. With blockchain, even though they may be smaller in regards to how much you can do per second or per minute, they settle within that time frame, which is much better than waiting plus three, which is usually what happens with a lot of these credit cards. You can charge something and it won't show up in your statement for another 2 or 3 days. That's the major difference between blockchain and the traditional credit card processing system. Will transactions or seconds be scalable?
Right now, I can't imagine that they would need to be, but sure, of course, everything is scalable in crypto. It's really just a matter of whether or not people are willing to scale and in what direction they want to take their scaling.
John Davis is asking a good question. What is your professional opinion of how good the anonymity and security is of TokenPay?
Well, it uses Tor network, which I'm a huge fan of. So, I mean, I would say that the anonymity feature, as far as Tor is concerned, is absolutely perfect. And like I said, the client wasn't leaking my IP address at all, so it's solid. And the security it uses time-tested features. Ring CT is solid. Stealth addresses are solid. So yeah, it's top notch on both sectors.
So what's the major difference between us and 10x? First of all, 10x is Ethereum-based coin, so it's like comparing apples and oranges. I think that's on the more business side, which is the banking and the debit card. But in regards to security, nowhere near what we have versus what they have.
If you guys already have any questions that haven't been answered, comment below. Make sure you like the video, just to get the word out there. Yeah.
It'll take a long time for China to start accepting stuff.
Subscribe if you haven't.
We'll see.
The Tor network is kind of slow. However, with cryptocurrencies and blockchains transmitting data over Tor, not a lot of information needs to get sent, so it's actually very quick.
Nice.
It's not, you know, running a core client on Tor isn't like, you know, trying to stream a movie or something. It's more like just chatting with text. Transactions are very small amount of bytes. So you don't cryptocurrencies don't face any of the struggles as major services do that are running on Tor. TokenPay automatically runs on Tor when you start it up. You don't have to actually download it.
That's very good.
Bitcoin doesn't really have many security features outside of its standard verification of hashing. TokenPay has Tor, so it's masking your IP address. It's got ring signatures, so you can send transactions anonymously. It has dual key stealth addresses, which mean that the stealth addresses themselves actually require 2 keys. And stealth addresses are essentially an address that you can give to somebody to receive payment. However, nobody can look up that stealth address on a block explorer and actually see what transactions are coming in or out. And then you have the zero knowledge proofs. So Bitcoin has none of that. I guess there actually is a wallet that has the option for stealth addresses for Bitcoin, but that's it. I really haven't
My
understood.
question is,
For the last 2
when is
years
it
I've
hitting
been trying to
exchanges?
figure out why the Bitcoin core developers haven't added more security features into Bitcoin, and it really boggles my mind.
Probably some definitely influence from the governments, right? I mean, most of these.
It could be. I mean, I know a lot of it is funded by grants, and MIT funds a lot of it and stuff. So.
I think you're talking about the proof of stake rewards. So in order to enable the proof of stake awards, you have to stake your coins in the desktop wallets. They're not available now in the mobile. It's very simple. You go to the options part of the software, and you go there, you enable staking, and then you put the amount that you want to stake, and then it starts staking.
I don't think that the concealment of Bitcoin bill would pass. However, no, I don't think it would be illegal to use stealth addresses, because the law essentially says that you have to declare your Bitcoin holdings. So I think that you'd still be able to use your stealth addresses, but they would, in theory, want you to declare at least what you have. They probably would not know.
Philosophy of TokenPay. I think the important thing is that we're trying to combine a really strong blockchain technology that allows all the privacy and security features, and integrating that with a banking platform. I think when you look at the options out there, there aren't many, and we think that having that level of security and having that banking relationship, and keep in mind that when you open up a bank account, whether with us or with anybody, you still have to follow KYC and AML rules, right? We don't condone and agree with any linkage to our technology with nefarious activity. So, and that's important, because even businesses that want to use our merchant services API, we won't allow them to do that. So that's really the philosophy. Is how do we get all of the features that we have and combine it to the current world situation? So yeah, any more questions, technical questions? Come on, guys, make them harder. Let's go. The bank aspect. So let's say right now you have a ton of crypto, and you transacting, trading, etc. And for whatever reason you want to deposit $10,000, $50,000 into your bank account. Your bank accounts right now, or your banks will probably shut down your account, or give you warnings, or link you to something that is probably not true. And so what we wanted to do is create an environment where people that can do trading on crypto and using it every day can open up a bank account and not have that problem. That's the main reason for having our own bank.
Crypto token called RequestPay. What are the strengths of TPAY over RequestPay? I've never heard of RequestPay
either. Yeah.
And I can almost promise you that they are not doing the same thing. And guys, I know that I'm the lead developer of Verge and everything, and you have a lot of questions about that, but they are not in competition at all. They are both privacy-based cryptocurrencies.
Also, Verge is proof of work versus proof of stake. So I think
they're a completely different type of blockchain.
And community as well. I mean, to the extent, right? I mean,
sure. RequestPay. I've never heard of RequestPay.
Me either.
I'm actually Googling it, and I don't see anything coming up.
Yeah. TPAY competitors, we separated into two categories. I think Zcash is definitely one of them. And for the business side, 10x to some extent, Monaco card. There's Bankero as well, but they don't have privacy-focused blockchain. So that's why I think we separate ourselves even more from them. Right? I think if you're gonna get best of both worlds, why not? More thought process. In everyone everywhere? Well, I'm not sure about everywhere. I know that in the States it's going to take a while. Open up bank accounts offshore. A lot of banks won't allow Americans, but over time, I think when governments all over the world start crypto as blockchain and something that they could use, I think that wouldn't be difficult for some bank in the States to work with us once we've already created a great network of banking services outside of the US or worldwide. There's a lot of potential partnerships we can work with. Philippines, Asia, there's a lot of things that we can do to get this to grow. So it depends. On the actual wallet, so we have the wallet live on our website. You can download it. So sorry for if you think the intention is to be dark, it's not. The wallet is available right now. Look at it, check it out, look at the tutorials that we have. It shows, I have a ton of videos that I've made explaining how the wallet works. So
I don't know what USI Tech is.
Yeah.
Do you have a link for USI Tech or something?
Request network. CQ. It's an MLM crypto business. Yeah, forget that.
Right.
Moving on. It's like Bitconnect. Another fraud. Potential fraud, right?
That Bitconnect. That's gonna be like the next Paycoin. Those guys are all gonna get arrested. Regards to the roadmap,
we have it on the website and on the white paper. So basically, we're going to launch a few more things. We want to launch in spring the iOS, just going to take a little bit of time. Then we started working with all the potential acquisitions for the banks and licenses, etc. It's a process. These things take time. We have pretty conservative in our roadmap of when we are able to execute, but things can always take a little bit longer. So can't really promise anything. We have disclosures. Please take a look. It's always hard to predict. Buying a bank, it takes months to do. So. Instant conversion through the exchange. How is that possible? In order for that to work, wouldn't the exchange always have to have bids? Yeah, in order for exchange to work, you have to have ask and bids. Right. So part of the reason why we have such high tiers is to have liquidity to be able to have an exchange. So even if we started the exchange today, as of right now, we probably wouldn't have enough to have a massive exchange, but over time, that liquidity, when people start depositing and transferring stuff over, you can create that liquidity and then eventually make a market. There is right now the app for Android. There is the link. If you go to the dashboard, you'll see the link of the Android there, and it's integrated with Shapeshift. Sooner or later, we'll integrate with Shapeshift so that you can easily convert from, I believe, Litecoin, Bitcoin, and TokenPay. Sunerok, how often are you in contact with the team? I think I speak to Sunerok really about once, maybe twice a week, if that, and it's mainly about not so much our stuff, but understanding what's about the industry. He's an advisor, so he helps me out to understand things like what are the new stuff that's out there, what are the vulnerabilities, what things to be aware of and be afraid of, and like wallets to work with or not to work with. That's important to have.
I would say a better question is how often am I available? I'm always around. I don't really sleep much, and I live and breathe crypto.
Yeah. Okay.
So anytime Derek hits me up, I'm quick to respond.
Yeah.
Electroneum, I don't really have a comment on. I just know that it's a fork of Monero, but I don't really know too much about it. But I guess it's just another coin in the privacy space. That's gonna be really big this year. The privacy coins, the ones that are doing it right, are gonna be the ones that really succeed, I think, this year.
Open source, yeah, we'll release the GitHub pretty soon.
They're going to be posting the source code on their GitHub site, and it'll obviously be completely public.
Talk about how privacy coins will succeed. I think people are more and more understanding and accepting that they really want to protect their identity, especially after all the hacks and stuff like that. And I think that more and more people are interested in having that. And I think banks and regulators may have to come to grips with, accepting that this is okay, as long as there's open process for everything. So, There is a public blockchain of TPAY. Actually, it's explorer.tpay.ai. That is the public ledger. That is the public blockchain. Anything that's under the stealth part of the blockchain is not on there.
Stealth address transactions won't be showing up on that. That's correct.
Yep, that's pretty much. We wanted to make sure we had like one of the top guys with us and helping us in any way we can.
Oh, stop.
Yes, you can do stealth and unstealth. I mean, let's be clear about one thing. You're always making transactions through the Tor network all the time. Okay?
This is something I've said in other interviews, is that I think it's important for people to have the option of doing stealth or public, especially from a standpoint of a merchant retailer, where customer service and support issues can be a nightmare if customers are using stealth transactions.
Can't speculate on price. We have plenty of disclosures. I don't know what the launching price is. However, I can say that my coins are locked for a year. So. So the transaction to purchase is through the website. It's not through our wallets. The wallets are there just so everybody can see that we have the stuff. We have the apps out there. When the coins get distributed, they will go to either your Android wallet or desktop wallet. I prefer that you select desktop wallet. But that's up to you. You just have to submit the address that you want us to do. I think you're talking about the Blue debit card. Yeah, it depends on the relationship we have with which processor. The goal is to have a debit card that's linked to the wallets that'll show which currencies you have and which one you want to choose. But we'll see if we make it more exclusive that it's only TPAY. But there are a lot of possibilities there as well. Yeah, we can't comment about exchanges. We cannot assume that we can plan to list. Please read the disclosures. We've talked about that extensively. Yeah, I made a mistake. We only capped it at 100 people. I think it would have been like 500 if I would have allowed it.
Oh, in this chat?
Yeah, yeah.
Did we reach the limit?
Yeah, we needed to upgrade.
Oh, that's a shame.
How many coins will be in circulation? It's 18.775 from the beginning. 25% of the there's 25 million total. 25% is proof of stake rewards. First year is 5%, then we're haven't decided yet, but the next year will probably drop to 1%. First year 5% is to get a massive network, to build a very strong decentralized network. And over time it's got to be dropped, because if not, the coins will run out in like 7 years or 8 years. So, Sunerok, what do you think about proof of stake versus proof of work?
I think they're both, awesome techniques to keep a blockchain secure. They're very different than each other, and obviously proof of stake is much more energy efficient. A lot less work involved. They're really just different. It's like Derek was saying earlier. It's really hard to compare apples and oranges. It's like saying, do you like trucks or cars better? They're both vehicles and they both serve a purpose. So it's a really difficult question to answer. I think they're both stable and they're both secure.
Yeah. Do you think Bitcoin could ever fork into proof of stake? I guess it could, right?
That would really be. I don't think they would do that.
They wouldn't, but I guess technologically.
I mean, technically they could.
I know they wouldn't. There's too much centralized power there, right? To really.
Yeah, absolutely. There's been far too much money invested into mining hardware at this point.
Yeah. Hundreds of millions of dollars for sure. And if that happened, NVIDIA would have a lot of problems.
Did you know Walmart is already advertising GPUs as mining rigs now?
No way.
Yeah, they're selling 6 packs of GPUs and labeling it Ethereum, like Bitcoin mining rig or something like that.
No way.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, I mean, keep in mind they did buy Jet.com, right? So they have execs that think really fast. So
that's true.
Walmart is no longer what Walmart used to be.
Governments make crypto illegal? Probably because it would be so difficult.
Yeah. I actually think that the weaker governments are going to be the ones that are going to adopt crypto faster than the established ones, because sooner or later they're going to see hyperinflation like you see in Zimbabwe. We're just going to be like accepting crypto, right? So it'll be interesting how this adoption starts to happen. It's still very small level of adoption. Yeah, when you get that, it's when you click on the link of the Mac wallet, it's you download a DMG file and then download automatically. And then you have to drag and drop into the applications folder of Mac.
What the fuck is code card 7?
Alrighty. Okay, great. So we'll do a last couple questions. We'll try to stop in a few minutes. Any other questions about the software? I'll just support. It'll take a while, but we'll try to hit it and finalize it for you as fast as possible. Yeah, agreed. You want to be able to, people separating nefarious activity of the crypto as the first stage in mass adoption. I think that's extremely important. But in order to do that, you need to get consumers and businesses to start using it on a regular basis. That is the goal. That is the goal to have iOS before distribution. I can't promise it, but that is the goal. So, trying to negotiate some stuff right now. Oh, this is in China. Hey, Leslie. Mistake.
I'm not sure what you mean. Coinable is saying your TPAY Android wallet address is not a valid BTC cant. Coinbase.
Oh, it could be the wallet addresses. No, that's for the transactions. It's not about the wallet. It should be fine. The wallet addresses are valid, so fine. Fine. As regards to the coins, your coins are stored somewhere else. What you have on your dashboard is just a register of what you have the rights to, and then once we start finalizing the process, we'll those coins to you. So, let you know. Yes, more people were added to the support team. We've added a ton of people, an overwhelming amount of ticket requests. I think we're getting about an average of like 3 a minute, 5 a minute. I mean, it's trying to reply as fast as possible. I have no comment about crypto kittens.
I think it says a lot about an Ethereum blockchain. Crypto kittens.
I think that
clogs it up.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was thinking. Ouch, already. Yeah. Okay. All right. I think we'll just wrap it up. I just want to thank everybody for joining us.
All right, boys. If you have any other questions, comment them below. I'm gonna try my best to get an interview in with the CEO of TokenPay. Just don't forget, if you guys are looking to invest, you got 4 days and 10 hours and 55 minutes to receive a 50% coin bonus. As you can see, if you guys were looking to buy 10.6k TokenPay coins like I have, without the bonus, you'd be paying 3.5 Bitcoin. With the bonus, you would be paying about 2.3 Bitcoin. So you save, like, if you're making a huge purchase, you're saving tons of money. No matter what, you're saving tons of money. It's like freaking Black Friday, you know what I mean? That's it for this video. I was hoping a lot more questions would be asked, but that was more of like the technical stuff. So like I said, any questions you guys have about TokenPay, comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on that post notifications, just so you guys know whenever I post a video. Yeah, boys, we hit 700 subscribers. Thank you all for the support. We're in it for the long run. You're gonna see me all day, every day. New video every day. You guys have a great weekend, and let's go to the moon.